Welcome to gentle chair yoga on this snowy, blustery day. So yeah, I've shoveled already multiple times, and I've got good color on my cheeks because the wind is fresh out there. So if you're like me and you've had to shovel today a few times just to clear a path for your favorite animals, or get your car out of the driveway, or whatever it happens to be, this is the gentle chair yoga for you. Because today, inspired by Mother Nature, we are doing some snow shoveling stretches. So grab your chair, get comfortable, take a seat, and sit all the way back. Rest your hands on your thighs, palms up, palms down, it doesn't matter which. Just be comfortable for your next few breaths. You can close your eyes if you like. If you're not comfortable closing your eyes, bring your gaze downward. And breathe. Just really relax and soften into the chair. Take a moment here to gather your thoughts and direct your attention to the space on your yoga mat and taking care of you for the next little while. Let's begin by wiggling the fingers. Really try to get into every knuckle, every joint in the fingers and hands. Fingers might feel a little tight from holding on to the handle of the shovel, so just move them freely. And then spread the fingers far enough. You feel the stretch into the palms, especially into the thumbs. And then just a gentle loose fist. Do that a few times. Maybe 4. 4 is a good number, lucky number, right? Why not? And just relax your arms at your sides. Give your arms, your hands a shake. A little movement into the shoulders. Just a little movement into the wrists now as you rotate the hands. And as the hands and wrists rotate, kind of notice the movement up into the shoulders. Right? It's really difficult to isolate all these individual parts. Everything is connected. Every part of you is connected to every other part. Now relax the arms, support under the hands. Just place your hands on your thighs. That's perfect. Working into the toes now. Same thing. Try to get into every single knuckle in every single toe. And then spread your toes wide and really kind of curl them tight. And then just alternate, opening up into each knee. A little bit of movement, nothing more. All right, let's rub the feet and rub the hands. Let's get the circulation going. Let's get those cold toes and cold fingers all warmed up again. Feels so much better. And relax. Sit back, lean against the back of the chair. Now roll your shoulders back and tuck your shoulder blades right up into the chair so you feel really open through the collarbones and the fronts of the shoulders. Keep your hands resting on your thighs so there's no strain on the shoulders at all. Now, sitting tall, slowly drop your chin down towards your chest. Just take your time. Chin slowly coming down, and you feel the stretch gradually reaching from the base of your neck down, from the base of your skull down the back of your neck. Maybe even reaching down between the shoulder blades. Keep the shoulder blades connected to the support of the back of the chair. Now take a breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. We're going to do 2 more deep breaths. The first one, with your exhalation, really let your head feel heavy. So breath in, breath out through the mouth, head feels heavy. Now do the same thing with the shoulders. Breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, shoulders feel heavy. Now let your breath return to its normal pace and slowly just roll your head from shoulder to shoulder. Moving slowly and deliberately so you can feel every single muscle fiber stretching as your head rolls from one shoulder to the other. Feel the neck muscles loosening and lengthening. Right? When you shovel, there's a lot of strain through the shoulders, the back of the neck, and the lower back and thighs. So we're going to take care of all of that today. Let's make this the last one. So roll over to your other shoulder. Then bring chin back to center, chin to chest. Take one more breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let shoulders and head feel heavy. And then slowly lift up. Lifting your chin away from your chest. Ears in line with your shoulders once more. Sit tall. So just pull your shoulders away from the back of the chair. Now I need to move forward on the seat of my chair so my feet are flat on the floor. If you don't need to do that, don't worry about it. Key thing here, feet flat on the floor. So I want you to reach down, hold your right thigh, and just float your right foot up. Spread your toes, push your heel away, curl your toes towards you. Really get a good stretch through the whole back of your right leg. And now keep the toes flexed and push forward with the ball of the big toe. Make sure you're breathing. Now pull back once again. Push with the heel, toes spread wide, curling toward your shin. Now relax your foot and just rotate the ankle. And go the other way. Change legs. So reaching for your left leg now. Just hold the back of your thigh for support. Lift your foot, lengthen your leg, spread your toes, push your heel away, curl your left toes towards your shin. Let's get a good stretch. You should be feeling it into the calf. Just gently. Nothing too big. Keep the toes spread. Push with the ball of the big toe. Stretching the top of your foot. Working a little more into the fascia in the sole of your foot as well. So this is another good one for plantar fasciitis. Pull your toes towards your shin. Push your heel away. Keep your toes spread wide. Yeah, you forgot about that, didn't you? And now rotate through the ankle. Just relax the knee. And go the other way. All right, feet flat on the floor. Spread your toes. Really activate the soles of your feet. You can feel the soles of your feet kind of stiffening is the wrong word. Let's say engaging. All right, so we want to engage through the soles of the feet to keep the ankles safe here. So just gently wave your knees from side to side, kind of rolling onto the edges of your feet. Keep your toes spread wide so you're not collapsing through the ankle. See that? I had to scoot even farther forward because I am vertically challenged. Just working a little bit into the hips here, especially the outside of the hip. When your knees go to the right, you feel the left side of the hip. And when your knees go to the left, you feel the right hip. Just slowly keep the toes spread to keep the ankles strong. Soles of the feet solid. All right, bringing yourself back to center. Sitting forward, away from the back of the chair. So now beginning to engage a little bit through the core. We're going to reach for the back of the right leg once again. Sit tall, float your right foot off the floor, push your heel forward, spread your toes. Now point your foot enough to feel the stretch on the top of your foot, really deeply now. And pull towards you, push your heel away. Point. And pull in. Now keep the toes pulled in and just rotate the leg out. So right toes going to the right and then rotate in, getting into the hip joint. Rotate out and in. And soften and just kind of bounce your foot, bring some movement into your leg. Kind of feels like you're dancing. I like that. That feels good. Reach for your left leg. Support the back of your thighs, stretch your leg out long. Spread your toes, push your heel away. Keep the leg strong, stay tall through the upper body, and point your foot. And then pull your toes towards you, push your heel away, and point. Really feel the stretch on the top of the foot there. One more time. Pull and point. Now pull towards you. Rotate out. Left toes pointing to the left. And then rotate in. Feel the whole leg moving as a single unit from the tips of your toes all the way into the hip. The femur bone rolling around in the hip joint. Working all those hip flexors. And release, and just give it a little bounce. Get that energy flowing again. All right, feet flat on the floor, hands to your knees. Take a breath. And as you exhale, bow forward. Push your elbows out to the side so there's lots of room for your rib cage and belly to connect to your thighs. Relax your neck, let your head feel heavy. You're probably looking behind you somewhere, maybe at your heels or your toes. It all depends on your forward fold. Now just let your hips feel really heavy on the seat of the chair here, backs of your thighs. Relax. Exhale out through your mouth to feel yourself really sink into your thighs. Now just gently turn your head as if to say no. Nod your head as if to say yes. Kind of bring your eyes to your toes and then look behind you towards the back of the chair. And now circles with the chin. Don't worry if you're hearing cracks and pops. That's part of the reason why we're moving the neck. So those are little crystals that have formed in your synovial fluid in the joints. So it's only by moving all of the joints that we begin to minimize all those cracks and pops. Now go the other way. Bring your head to center. Let your head feel heavy once more. Breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Hands on your knees, push up. There we go. Now sit all the way back. All the way back in the chair. Right hand to the seat of the chair, a breath in, sweep up. As you exhale, lean. Feel your shoulders sliding across the back of the chair. Reach your left hand up to the corner where the wall meets the ceiling. Keep your left hip heavy. So we're using the support of the chair here to get a really good stretch into the left side, from your left pinky finger all the way down to your hip. Try not to collapse completely on the right side. Use the support of the chair, the support of your right arm, to help keep the upper body long. Now as you inhale, bring yourself back to center. There we go. Now same thing to the other side. Inhale, right arm sweeps up. Left hand is on the seat of the chair, and just feel your shoulders sliding to the side as you lean to the left this time. Right hand reaching up to the corner where the wall meets the ceiling. Feel the long stretch. We're going to do the stretch 2 more times, but each one to a little greater degree. Just gradually working the body in, bringing a little bit of flexion to the spine. Inhale, bring yourself back to center. Now, scooting forward in your chair so your feet are solid on the floor. Pull your shoulders away from the back of the chair now. Same sequence. Right hand on the seat of the chair. Inhale, left hand sweeps up. As you exhale, lean slightly to the right. Think of reaching your left hand up to the corner. Keep both hips equally heavy on the seat of the chair. Really focus on the left hip here, because there's a habit to roll all the weight into the right hip, the right side. But keep the left side long. That's your primary focus. The stretch on the long side. Inhale, bring yourself back to center. Getting ready for the other side. Set up the left hand first on the seat of the chair so you're tall and you have the support through the upper body. Inhale, right hand sweeps up. As you exhale, lean over to the left. Right hip stays heavy. Equal weight on both hips. As you inhale, bring yourself back to center. All right, now both arms. So this one, you'll be getting a stretch. Although we're not leaning as far, the stretch is not as deep, but there's some work happening through the core in a little bit of a different way than while you were shoveling snow today. So let's inhale, sweep the arms up. Keep both hips heavy, especially the left hip, and just lean slightly to the right. Keep both arms long. See what I mean? Core, yeah. Inhale back to center. Stay here. Exhale, lean to the left. Keep the right hip heavy. Just working on balancing out the body and the workload as the weight shifts, and how to anchor yourself with your hips, with your feet. For the next time you shovel, because there will be a next time. For me, in about an hour. Come back to center, and as you exhale, release the arms. Oh, now bend the elbows, really bring some movement into the shoulders. And as the shoulders roll, think about lengthening and compressing through the spine. So as the shoulders roll back, you feel the length through the spine, and your heart kind of leaps up towards the sky. Right there. Yay! That feels good. And then as your shoulders come forward, think about spreading the shoulder blades wide and feeling the slump position in the spine. All important movements. The danger here is when you do one movement repeatedly for long periods of time. That's when injuries develop. Let's change the direction of the shoulders. Lifting the heart up as the spine lengthens. And then spreading the shoulder blades wide. Slumping forward. Getting some compression into the spine. Right, we've done extension, which is when you lift up. Extension. Slumping forward is compression. We've done flexion by leaning from side to side. The only one left is the twist. So we're going to do that one next. Gentle twist, sitting tall. I'm going to come forward just a little bit. All right, I want you to reach for your right ankle. Bring it to the outside of your left thigh, your left knee. Spread your toes on your right foot to keep your ankle strong. Hands hold the front of your right knee. Now lift yourself tall. Use your hands on your knee to pull yourself up really tall. Drop the right hip down. Oh yeah, we can feel the outside of the hip now. That IT band to the outside of the thigh. Really good stretch here. Now keep your left hand on the front of your right knee. Bring your right hand to the seat of the chair. Take a gentle breath in. And as you exhale, just turn towards your right thigh. Feel your rib cage brushing past your thigh and look to the corner. Just a small twist here, a gentle movement through the lower back. Now keep that. Keep the shoulders in position. And with your next breath out, just turn your head slightly now to look to the wall at the right. So we went from front to corner to wall. So the full rotation of the vertebrae here is only 90 degrees through two twists, because there's a twist through the thoracic spine and lumbar spine, T12, and the twist through the neck, the cervical spine. Breathe. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Now with the exhalation, we're going to release one twist. So bringing your eyes back to the corner. Take another breath in. And release the second twist with your exhalation. Bringing your shoulders, your rib cage back to center. Now release. Support your right foot as you bring it back to the floor. Reach for your left foot. Left ankle comes to the outside of your right knee. Spread your toes on your left foot to keep your ankle strong. Hands hold the front of your left knee. Take a breath in, lift yourself really tall. Use your hands and the strength in your arms to do that. Support the upper body. Already you can feel the lengthening happening right here on the outer left thigh, outer left hip, the IT band. Right hand holds the front of your knee. Left hand comes to the seat of the chair. Use your left hand for support. Take a breath, just a gentle breath. And as you exhale, turn to look at the corner to the left. Relax the shoulders. Let your shoulders feel heavy. Right? Try not to let your shoulders climb up towards your ears. Relax the shoulders. Now deepening the twist here. Actually, that's the wrong thing. That's the wrong word. We're going to make the twist bigger by adding the second twist in the cervical spine, the neck. So take a breath. And as you exhale, turn to look to the wall at the left. Oh, look at all the snow outside the window. Oh my goodness. It just keeps falling. That's okay. Doesn't matter. I'm safe at home. I can see the fire. Everything is good. I'm warm. I'm doing yoga. Life is good. Now coming out of this stretch, with your first exhale, turn your head, bringing your eyes back to the corner. Take a breath in, take your time. And as you exhale, release the shoulders and rib cage this time, bringing your eyes back to the front. Support your left leg as you bring your left foot to the floor. All right, I'm going to turn sideways for this next little sequence, just so that you can see. So the next little sequence is into stretching the back now. We've stretched the hips, we've loosened up the hips, loosened up the shoulders. Now we've got to really work on the lower back, right here, the back of the hips. So when this gets tight, what we have to do is spread the hips wide. And to do that, you need to actually create a little bit of sway in the lower back. So that lets you know where we're going. Hands to your knees, bring your feet wide. My feet are as wide as the legs of the chair. You want to feel like your knees are over top of your ankles. Your hands are resting comfortably on your thighs for support. Because we need the strength and support of the arms here to really relax and soften through the lower back. That's really important. All right, take a breath, sitting tall. As you exhale, fold forward. Really try to nestle your belly and rib cage between your inner thighs as much as possible. Just kind of sink down. Nothing to be afraid of here because you've got the full support of your thighs and your hands on your knees. Pop your elbows out to the side so they're not in the way. You've got as much room as you can have to get your belly and your rib cage onto your thighs. Now, keeping your eyes in front of your toes, about a foot or so, 30 centimeters. Already beginning to feel this stretch into the lower back. Take a breath in through your nose, and as you breathe out through your mouth, really let your hips feel heavy. Just relax into your hips. Relax your shoulders. We'll take one more breath here. All right, now deepening the stretch if you choose. If this is enough for you, stay here for a couple more breaths. For the rest of you, if you want more of a stretch, bring your eyes a little bit farther forward, not much. You still want to feel like your ears are in line with your shoulders and there's no compression in the back of the neck here. Relax your jaw, unclench your jaw deliberately. Now really zone into the lower back. The next movement is really tiny, and an onlooker might not notice anything, but you'll feel it on the inside. So the cue here is it's peculiar, but here we go. So create some curve in the lower back, some concave extension in the lower back. Think about pulling the tailbone up towards the ceiling, rotating up, so lifting. You're going to feel like your spine is lengthening, which it is, because that's the very nature of extension. But you can feel the sit bones broadening. And as the tailbone curves up just ever so slightly, you can feel the pressure increasing on the back of the femur bones as your leg bones push into the edge of the seat of the chair. Just breathe through that. Just let it feel open. Now keep that and relax your neck. Let your head feel heavy. Let your shoulder blades slide in towards your spine. The moment you begin to lose the feeling, the sensation of the stretch in the lower back, that's where you pause. You want to keep that deep stretch there. Now slowly lift your eyes until you feel like your ears are in line with your shoulders once again. And then use your hands to press into your knees and just slowly bring yourself up. Notice how much strength it takes in the arms. When the upper body, the torso is completely relaxed and softened, it's quite heavy. All right, holding the back of your thighs, the fronts of your knees, whichever works for you. Let's exaggerate the feeling of extension and compression through the spine. So inhale, lift yourself really tall, bring your eyes upwards. Feel the length and lift through the spine. As you exhale, tuck your chin towards your chest, spread your shoulder blades wide, Round your shoulders, slumping towards the back of the chair. This is compression. Feeling the deep stretch here in the back of the shoulders. A breath in, bringing yourself up tall. A breath out, leaning back, slumping back. Chin tucking towards the chest, shoulder blades spreading wide. Let's do that 2 more repetitions. Last one. All the way up. All right. I'm going to turn my chair once more back to center. Sitting comfortably in your chair. Let's rub the hands and rub the feet one more time. And then relax your hands on your thighs. Rest your feet heavily on the floor. And go ahead and close your eyes if you want to. If you don't feel like closing your eyes, just bring your gaze downward so you're not distracted by the beautiful snow outside or any objects in your periphery that remind you that you need to dust or clean. Just looking at your fingertips, your knees, your toes, or with your eyes closed, just noticing the colors dancing on the back of your eyelids. Relax your jaw. Let your head feel heavy. Feel your shoulders, shoulder blades sliding down your back. Feel the weight of your arms and your hands resting on your thighs. Bring some attention now to the lower back. And with your next exhalation, think of softening through the lower back and sinking your hips into the seat of the chair. Relaxing your thighs. Feeling the backs of the thighs pressing into the seat of the chair. Feel the soles of the feet heavily on the floor. Here we are, warm, cozy, restored after a vigorous morning of shoveling snow. And bring your arms to your sides. As you take a breath in, sweep your arms up. Bring your hands together overhead. And as you exhale, let your hands float down, palm pressing to palm. Pause with your hands resting right in front of your heart center. Taking a moment to be grateful. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.